Bam, focused minds back up in the building, keeping the Lord first and everything else to come together. Deontay Wilder, man, 44 4-1, the Bronze Bomber, back at it in another bout against Chisora, coming up across the pond. Will Deontay be ready? Will he throw his jab and use the boxing fundamentals to get the victory? You know, Deontay been relying on his right hand, just setting up a right hand, throwing his right hand all fight for however many rounds his fights go. And he gonna have to do way more than that because the boxing world, the boxers didn't figure out how to deal with that. So he got to start using his head movement, jab more, his length, you know, moving around the ring, things of that nature, man. And he could do it. He got the body type, you know, his upper top part, he's too stiff. He need to be moving more, moving his head off the line, triple and doubling his jab, things of that nature. You know, that's this type stuff he need to be doing. And you know, his footwork got to get better so he can move and spin his opponent better. More smooth transitions, going to the body more, conditioning. So Deontay, we got to see if you ready, man. You know, I like you out the ring. I think you a solid brother. You know, you seem real sturdy in what you stand on, and I respect it in the fake industry. You know, where everybody faking it till they make it. You know, I like a brother that'll keep it real, and you one of them. And so you well respected in my book from Bama. So keep doing your thing, bro. But as far as this boxing, work on your fundamentals and training and come out better. You feel me? This fight right here, Deontay banging with Ortiz. You feel what I'm saying? That jab is just not busy enough. You know, you're not throwing punches in between punches. You know, you giving too much time for your opponent to, you know, figure you out and then figure a way to time you and catch you with something. Non-busy. All this time and space you got, you should be throwing punches rather than just pawing out your arm, your jab arm like that. And Ortiz, if he was just a little younger, he might have beat you in this fight. You know, the jab is not there, your head movement not there, your defense not there, you ain't moving your upper body enough, and your feet work ain't good. Again, in this fight here, no busy time at all, no jabs thrown. His opponent walking in on him very easy. He kind of keeping him away with his jab arm, but just pawn his jab out there. You supposed to be jabbing and hitting him in his face like 3 times in a row. That face is open for the jab, and that's why you got hit right there. See, and that's why the elite fighters can always get the upper hand on you, Deontay. You got to start using your fundamentals. You standing too upright. You're not using your footwork right. You ain't turning your opponent right. You're not shooting your jab. You're supposed to be busy right there. Too much time in between where you not throwing no punches. You ain't tripling your jab. You ain't doubling it. You ain't even singling it. And you're not going to the body. So, and look how you walking around the ring. So this got to be fixed if you want to take on the Usyk for sure. And even Joshua, you're gonna have to tighten up on your fundamentals, bro. But I like you, Deontay, man. You got to keep working and training, man. Throw them jabs. You caught him with a light jab there, but you got to throw your jab and use your length. Go to the body, work on your conditioning as well, man. Big ups to you though, bro. I think you could do well against Chisora. You know, I think you should be able to knock him out. And you should be working on, instead of knocking him out, work on your jab, your foot movement, your body shots, and your defense, man. Your defense is bad. But I'm going to holler at y'all. I'm out of here, Bree.
Well, thank you. And I don't know if you've ever heard that before, but you do yourself a good, you bring a good I don't want to say product. Product's not the right word, but you're doing a very honorable service. I appreciate that.